just day by day, just feeling more comfortable. It'll come.
It's a little surreal putting the Ranger jersey back on. Some familiar surroundings. What did it feel like going out playing a game today in New Jersey?
Well, yeah. I mean, when I, whatever it was a couple weeks ago, came back, driving up the Sawmill, it was like, man, it seems like yesterday I was doing this every day, and it's crazy. How time flies, but I couldn't be more excited to be back here and create some new memories in a familiar place.
Do you appreciate the way that the hockey world has rallied around you?
Absolutely. I mean, in the hockey world, it's a small world, and always thankful for that community of support around you. And, Ranger fans in particular have always been incredibly supportive. When I was starting my career here, it was incredible. And now, I've just been getting tons of messages and encouragement, and it means a lot for sure.
Even though you're a relatively newcomer again to the team, with a lot of the young guys here, you have a major veteran presence. What are you trying to impart on some of these kids in the short period of time that you have?
Well, I mean, certainly during camp, there's a lot of kids that, here or there, you give them a little bit of feedback. I think that's appreciated, but they appreciate it in little things that they can pick up. I think, when I was a young player, I certainly valued some of the feedback from the older guys. So, that definitely is, important, and it's part of being as a team.
Thinking back to that first Ranger camp, who was your Dominic Moore?
Well, I don't know. I remember early on when I first came to a camp, Adam Graves, he was just so positive. Going around, guys that, probably never didn't know who they were, where they came from. He was just, tapping them on the shins, in practice, saying good job or whatever. That kind of support is great.
You were here in a year, there was a renaissance here in 05-06, Henrik's rookie year. I mean, what do you kind of look back to that year and bring to this year?
Well, that year was obviously really unique because it was just a complete kind of new team. There are some similarities, I suppose. New staff here. I think that team, we excelled because we had everybody filling their roles and playing those roles well. It is one of those crazy things too to think back that Hank and I were just kind of rookies at that time.
Whatever happened to him?
Yeah, exactly.
Tom Rennie actually said that was the most fun year he's had in his coaching life, coming back.
Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah.
100 points, and you guys were predicted low down.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, no, it was obviously those are, when you're just breaking into the league too, those are special times. And, definitely enjoyed that year for sure.
See any kind of similarity with this team?
I think, seeing the possibilities of what we can do. I think if we get on the same page, and I think that year we got on the same page pretty early, and I think same here. We've got a lot of potential to do some good things if we can come together and do that.
Could you tell back then that Henrik was going to become what he was going to go on to become as a player? Did you see those little signs?
There are little things you could pick up on, of course, but I don't think anyone could have said. But one thing you can tell really early on is he's one of the most competitive human beings you could ever be around. I mean, it spills over into everything he does. We went to. He's just a competitive guy, and that drive makes him be prepared, makes him get better every single day. And that was apparent early on. We obviously spent a lot of time with each other that year. That was one of the things that stood out.
What was his reaction like when he found out that you were coming back? Did you guys exchange texts or call each other?
Yeah, no, we talked, and he's pretty excited, as was I, to come back here and be teammates. We'd been in touch too. portion of the time. So it's good to be back as his teammate.